One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Cincinnati's offense will go on the attack first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Caldwell. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. That sends a message that this offense is going to attack downfield.
And I like this offense coming out being aggressive, attacking the middle of the field right away, way down the field on this first drive, just letting this defense know we're coming to score points.
The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
And sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Here comes the heat. Fires to the big fella. Wide open spaces. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Bearcats have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Sorsby. He's got him. Touchdown, Bearcats! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. They are set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Watson. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Louisville's offense has the ball for the first time. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, You got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Ready? To throw, it's Moss. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Cardinals line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off the play fake. Quick strike complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throw him the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's Sorsby. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Bearcats trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And the running game is so important when you get inside that 10-yard line and that field starts to shrink. And it's so nice to have a back with some physicality. Great job running the football, using that stiff arm, finishing the run, and getting in the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Ready. running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Another incompletion on third down.
Long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Cradles it at the 35. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They'll start this drive from the 42. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. That big fella up front just won his one-on-one battle and got to the quarterback.
And that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to beat the guy in front of you, and great job by using your hands, getting by that first initial.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. And they've stumbled around here out of the gate. They've yet to pick up their first down of the game. He'll do it himself. Oh, it's out! Recovered by the defense, and he's off. And they get him on the ground. They get the turnover, they get a chunk of yards, and they are in business.
And this is really frustrating as a coach. Great job running the option, making the right read, getting down the field. You got to take care of the football now. You did the hard part. We got to worry about taking care of the football and the option all the time. Get on the ground, live to fight another play.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Back to throw, it's Sorsby. He caught it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll run it on first and goal. Touchdown, Cincinnati! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Power football with the run. That should be the final play of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
The Bearcats will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Moss. Right on the money. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
Rushes on him. Fires downfield. Complete downfield. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a 1st down. The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
We've reached the break. Cincinnati is on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered.
Okay, ready?
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Louisville!
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Frankly, neither team has moved the ball effectively today, but now try to hold on to this lead and get out with a W. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And when you run that screen, it takes a lot more time to develop because those offensive linemen, remember, they're going to block, release, and go get somebody. Quarterback's got to get rid of that ball a lot faster when you're running those screen plays.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Bearcats line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air, it's Moss. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
You know, I think at this situation in the game, trailing like they are with only a couple minutes to go, short throws aren't going to get it done. You're going to have to be a lot more aggressive and start taking chances if you want to give yourself a chance to win this game.
Going to sling it on second down. Finds his man. It's Stewart. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's going up top here late in the game. Makes the catch down the right side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Check. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Skinner. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Caught. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Touchdown, Cardinals! And the comeback is on.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guy's catch.
There he goes! He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David, they played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.